Greetings to all. I am indeed honored to bring your remarks as we observe World Day of Safety and Health at Work. In 2003, the International Labour Organization, ILO, began to observe World Day for Safety and Health at Work, stressing the prevention of illness and accidents at work and capitalizing on its traditional strengths of tripartisan and social dialogue. The 20th day of April is also a day of World Trade Union movement has long associated with commemorating victims of occupational accidents and disease. The thematic focus for this year 2017 is, and I quote, optimize the collection and use of occupational safety and health data, a contribution to the implementation of Sustainable Development Goal number 8, end of quote. It emphasizes the critical need for government, employers, and workers to improve our capacity to collect and utilize reliable occupational safety and health data, especially as the ILO strives to realize Goal 8 of the United Nations 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development. The United Nations 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development was adopted on the 25th of September in 2015. It encompasses a global plan of action with specific targets to end poverty, protect the planet, and ensure prosperity for all. With its adoption, the capacity to collect and utilize reliable occupational safety and health data will become indispensable for St. Kitts and Nevis to fulfill our commitment to implement and report on some of the Agenda 17's Sustainable Development Goals and targets. Sustainable Development Goal 8 is referenced to the International Labour Organization thrust to promote inclusive and sustainable economic growth, full and productive employment, and decent work for all. And it targets 8.8 focuses on the protection of labor rights and promotion of safe and secure environments for all workers, including migrant workers, in particular women migrants and those in precarious employment. The collecting and optimizing of occupational safety and health data is critical for us here in St. Kitts and Nevis as we seek to remind all that labor is not a commodity and that workers are entitled to their fair share of the employment contract, which amount to decent work. I am reminded that although work has its rewards, it can also be hazardous. The numbers worldwide are striking. Over 313 million workers suffer non-fatal occupational injuries each year, equating to 860,000 people injured on the job daily. Every single day, 6,400 people die from an occupational accident or disease, amounting to 2.3 million deaths each year. Work-related accidents or diseases can definitely be placed in the high burden category of all global health and safety problems. The time has therefore come for us to focus on the critical need to improve our capacity to collect and utilize reliable occupational safety and health data, as the collection and utilization of reliable data is indispensable for the detection of new hazards and emerging risks, the identification of hazardous sectors, the development of preventative measures, as well as the implementation of policies, systems, and programs at international, national, and enterprise levels. Such data provides the basis for setting priorities and measuring progress. Hence, bringing awareness and promoting decent work is essential, as employers have the responsibility to offer workers more in exchange for their time, more in exchange for their expertise, in exchange for decent work. However, health and safety will not come about by us waving a magic wand. It requires workers to be equipped to change the way things are done at the workplace, and employers to ensure that workers' safety and health is paramount. In keeping with the ILO's Goal 8 of promoting inclusive and sustainable economic growth, employment, and decent work for all, the Department of Labor has developed a 9-point strategic plan for 2017. Government has also employed a statistical officer for the department, and plans are in place to increase the number of labor inspectors. This is in keeping with the department's fourth and fifth priority of enhancing the statistical output and the increasing labor inspections they conduct per year. While this year, the department will continue to focus on the quality of inspections, government intends to build capacity in this area, and later in the year, the ILO will commence training of our inspectors in occupational safety and health and labor inspections for improving compliance levels and developing a strong enforcement mechanism. Moreover, the implementation of the CARICOM Labor Market Information System is slated for June, and this is another step in the right direction for enhancing the collection and optimization of the occupational safety and health data. Priority 2 of the department's 9-point plan speaks to the updating of the labor legislation and the enactment of a comprehensive occupational safety and health legislation that speaks to today's trends in an evolving world of work. Another positive step is ensuring the highest attainable standards of health at work, which enables every man, every woman in the workplace to live in a socially and economically productive life. In keeping with the ILO's thematic outlook for this year, the Ministry of Labor, in collaboration with social partners, have planned several activities for the period 26th to the 30th of April. On Wednesday, 26 April, the department will host a safety and health symposium which coincides with the theme, as well as highlighting the importance of safety and health at work. This symposium will be held at the conference room of Her Majesty's Customs and Excise Department at Bird Rock from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Some 40 participants from the manufacturing, hospitality, and construction sectors will participate. World Day for Safety and Health will be observed on Friday, the 28th April. The day will commence with a T-shirt awareness campaign. This awareness will help to remind and educate the public on the issues. An awareness display will also be mounted at the Labor Department on Church Street. In Nevis, the Department of Labor, in conjunction with the Nevis Disaster Office, will host an awareness rally on the square in Charlestown. A church service is also slated for Sunday, the 30th April, and this wraps up the activities. Over the years, the Department of Labor has enjoyed the support of its partners of organized labor, such as the St. Kitts Nevis Trades and Labor Union, and business, the St. Kitts and Nevis Chamber of Industry and Commerce, as well as the St. Christopher and Nevis Social Security Board, in promoting safe and free from danger practices at work. Their contribution to safety and health awareness reflects their willingness in working within the spirit of tripartism and social dialogue to ensure that our workplaces are not only peaceful and harmonious, but safe and healthy for all. The Labour Department will continue to work with stakeholders to improve safety measures and to step up promotion and education efforts with the aim of enhancing the occupational safety and health of our workspaces. We therefore appeal to all employers and employees alike to always stay alert, to work in safety and strictly adopting safety measures so as to avoid endangering their own safety and that of others. We encourage employers to provide safe working platforms and appropriate personal protective equipment to their workers. Let us provide for safe and healthy working conditions throughout the public and private sector. I encourage all, therefore, to take suitable and adequate safety procedures to protect workers' safety. In closing, I continue to urge all workers, employers, and other partners to actively participate in workplace programs to find joint solutions to the problems facing us in health and safety at work. As a federation, where the principle of safe work is accorded the highest priority. It is for this reason we need to say there is better life for all Kittitians and divisions, where the cost is not in blood or tears, but in decent work for all. I thank you, and God bless us all.